Assalamu alaikum everyone. Uh, the topic that I've chosen for today is Google Scholar, how to use Google Scholar. Um, so we have been speaking about research for quite some time now. I thought it was high time we started actually doing something about that. So how to use Google Scholar essentially? It's not a complicated process. It's a very simple process that I've tried to simplify further. So step one, just make sure that you sign into your Gmail as you normally do. Then you go to scholar.google.com, or you could simply go to google.com and just type in Google Scholar, and it'll take you to the Google Scholar page. Once you're there, you search for whatever you're looking for. Could be machine learning, artificial intelligence, I don't know, from social sciences, psychology, linguistics, whatever your subject is. Regardless of that, just search, you know and then go hit search, and then you'll see that a bunch of articles will pop up. In that list, to your right hand side, you'll see that for some of the articles, a link will be there, a hyperlink. When you click that, it'll take you to the PDF file for that article, and the entire text will be in front of you. Easy peasy. All you have to do is to just read through the article, or save it, download it to your computer. That's very simple, quite simple. Some of them, however, won't have that link, because when you click into the article, you'll see that it'll go to the actual website for the journal that published that article, and you'll see the abstract, you'll see the name of the researchers, the name of the writers, perhaps the name of the editors, name of the journal, of course. But beyond that, if you want to go ahead and you want to get access to the full text, then the journal will ask you for a payment. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to do that. I'm 100% sure that you're looking for something, and the Google Scholar page, it shows you say 20 articles, say 10 are for free. Then out of those free ones, I am 100% sure that you'll get something, to start with. So as I said, a great point of departure. It's not a perfect solution, but it's a quick fix. It's better than nothing, and that's one thing. Then also, to your before that, at the bottom of every article, you could see that there's a star. If you click that star, it'll save the article to your library, right? And that's why it's important that before you start this whole process, you sign into your Gmail account, so that your library is created once you start searching for articles in Google Scholar. So if you click that star, you say that you don't have the time right now, but you really like that article, you can't go through it. You just click that star, it'll go to your library, and then later on you can come back to it and you can start reading. When you log back in, to your left hand side, you'll see 3 bars on top of each other. If you click that, some more options will pop up. One of them is going to be library. You just have to click library, and you'll see all the articles that you have saved to read afterwards. So that's one thing. And then someone asked a question regarding the age of the research. Well, ideally, if it's something which has been published in the last 10 years, say 10 to 15 years, maybe not even 15, 10 to 12 years maybe, then if you quote that research, then you are playing really, really safe. Nobody can at least come back to you and tell you that your supervisor or the person who's checking your paper, they can't come back and tell you that, oh, this is old stuff, you can't be talking to me about that. So if you want to play safe, it's best that you quote something which was published in the last 10 years. But that does not mean that something which was published 20 years ago and still is valid, you can't quote that. Of course you can. So it depends on on the content of the research itself. Ideally, as a rule of thumb, if it's something which was published in the last 10 to 12 years, then it's safe to quote that. The other question that I was asked was how to figure out the authenticity of a journal. Yeah, that's a great question. Look, I am a student of research. I'm learning research myself. It's not like I'm an expert, but there are a couple of things that I do in order to make sure that the journal that I'm quoting from is an authentic one. What I do is I go to the submission section, and now I'm speaking as a potential writer who's about to submit his paper to that particular journal. So I go to the submission section just to check what do they have there. They normally have certain guidelines that writers have to follow if they want to submit their paper to that particular journal. So I go there, I start checking. if there is a submission fee mentioned there, they are charging the writers to submit their papers to that paper, then that's a big, huge red flag for me. For me, that is not an authentic journal, because all the good ones that I've come across, they don't ask for any money. They rely on the quality. If you do good quality work, you don't have to pay them a single cent. They just take your work, review it, edit it, they come back to you, and then afterwards, in the end, they publish it for free. So that's one thing. Second, the editorial board, that is extremely important. What I do is, if it's a journal, obviously there has to be an editor, chief editor. The entire editorial board is going to be there. What I do is I look at the names. Dr. such and such, he's the editor, he or she, they are the editor. For example, they work at a certain university. I get the name of the university, I go to the university's website, I check if that person is there or not. If I can see that their profile is there, and I can see all their published work there as well, then to me that's good enough. To me, that's a good journal. Is being run by someone who knows his area of work, his field. So yeah, these are a couple of things that I do in order to make sure that the journal is authentic. So I'll quickly recap a very simple, straightforward process. There's nothing complicated about that. Just make sure that you sign into your Gmail as you normally do. Then you go to scholar.google.com, or you search Google Scholar as you would normally search for anything through Google. You search for the content that you're looking for. On your right hand side, once the articles come up on your right hand side, for some of the articles there will be a hyperlink which will take you straight to the PDF file, which will be the entire text for that article. If you're in a hurry, you don't have the time, you can always click that star at the bottom. That will save the article to your library. This is important, and this is why you should sign into your Gmail, so that that library gets created. Afterwards, you come back, you log back in. To your left hand side, there will be 3 bars on top of each other. You click that and it will show you the library and the saved articles. The age of the research, yes, as I said, if it's somewhere around 10 to 12 years, then that's good. Nobody will be able to challenge you as such. And how to figure out the authenticity of journal? Well, as I said, read the submission section. If there's a submission fee, try to ignore that journal. Chances are it's not a good journal, and because anybody can make a payment and anybody can get their work published. It could be absolute crap, but it's going to get published because there's a submission fee. And then the editorial board, of course. Who's on the editorial board? Take the name of the university that they are associated with. Go to the university, just check if that person is there, and if you can see that the entire body of work is mentioned on the university's website, then obviously that person, they are master of their craft. They know they're running that journal, so they know what they're doing. So yeah, hopefully that works. Hopefully that gets you started. Google Scholar, give it a go, give it a crack, see how it goes. And if there are any questions, as always, just reach out. I'll see what I can answer. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.